Our testimony is proof that some things just have to be God. From the day I met you, I knew 100% that we'd be standing right here on this altar as soon as I had the chance. We got the flag representing, got my cause, my cleats, keys to freedom. Got to put my country on my back. Put
Right.
The whole fit.
It's picked up down the sideline for Nixon.
Right. Straight ball hawk.
Does it again.
Right?
Kid's good. Going down. Intercepted. Cameron Bynum. Falk to the end zone. And Cameron Bynum does it again. His second pick of the Jackson deep down the middle, and it is picked off. Cameron Bynum, the rookie, with his first career impact play.
Oh, nice play.
Good job, y'all. Good job, y'all.
Rolling by strike. Here we go.
Hey, welcome back to Richie Rich Abroad. It's your boy Richie Rich, if you didn't already know me. And today I'm going to be bringing a video to you that is near and dear to my heart. Actually, I saw another video. I saw a newscast which brought it to my attention, and I had no idea. There's so much I didn't know until I watched the newscast. And anyway, let me backtrack a little bit. As most of you know, I'm from Northern California. I was born and raised right next to Berkeley. And so UC Berkeley has been on my radar since I was a kid. I've probably spent hundreds, if not thousands of hours on the UC Berkeley campus. So I know it well. I applied to UC Berkeley, did not get in two times, but it didn't stop Berkeley from being in my heart. So UC Berkeley athletics has been a really big thing to me. So I've watched athletes come and go through UC Berkeley and become very familiar with their careers. So when I saw this story about Cameron Bynum, it really kind of touched my heart, pulled at my heartstrings a lot. And it's something that I wanted to talk about because, as you know, I live here in the Philippines, and I'm always advocating for people to come to the Philippines. If you are looking for a wife, if you're serious, if you're about your money, if you're about responsibility, if you're a family man and you're looking for a traditional, if you are looking for a fit, feminine, and friendly woman, this could be the place that you would want to go. Cameron Bynum came here and he found that out. Let's get into this video. But before we do, remember, hit that like button, the subscribe, and the notification button, because today it's free. And also, don't forget to watch to the very end, because we're going to hit you with question number 5 of our contest to win 2 big prizes. So stay to the end of the video so you can hear the question and write down that answer. Collect all 7 answers, be the first person to get your answer in, and you will be the winner of the ultimate prize, my friend, the ultimate prize. So if you didn't know anything about Cameron Bynum, what you know now is that he is an NFL player. He started his career at UC Berkeley at Cal, playing corner, playing safety, and he was a ball hawk. For you ladies who are watching the channel and don't know much about American football, he was a football player and a very good one. He is now a multi-millionaire because he plays professional football for the Minnesota Vikings, right? We're going to find out a little bit more about him and why this story is near and dear to my heart. So let's keep going with this video.
In a time where we see fewer and fewer 20-year-old women thinking about things like chastity, marriage, family, serving community, and even Christ, seeing a story like this one only strengthens the argument for Passport Bros. What man doesn't want to create a legacy where he can see his son marry into a community, his daughters marry into a family, and have a legacy that goes beyond his lifetime? There is a new roadmap for this, for a growing number of American men mirroring that of Cam Bynum, looking overseas, where the wives are, to start a family.
Right. So now you kind of understand why this story touches me, because me being here in the Philippines, me advocating for men, for Western men to come over to the Philippines. If you don't feel like you can find the wife, the kind of wife you're looking for in the Western Hemisphere or in the West, Cameron Bynum did exactly that. But he came from a black father and a Filipino mom. So this was something that was already in him. He already knew. Because he was raised that way. He has brothers. He has, I think, 2 brothers and a sister. So his whole family, he has a mixed family. His heritage is from the Philippines. His father knew, and his father let him know his family values. He grew up with those kind of family values. So I'm sure his parents told him, look, if you want the same family values, then you may want to go over to the Philippines and see if you can find you a good wife like that too. So let's keep watching the story. This is a great story. It really is a great story.
Let's go ball, baby.
Right.
Here they are, Sunday, another big day for the family. Not only did the Vikings get the win over the New Orleans Saints, but Bynum made a few plays.
Another big
Something
play.
he said he knew he had to do.
Didn't tell my teammates until we were running out of the tunnel. I said, nah, the missus is here. And they were like, oh, you got to make a
Just a few weeks ago, she had to watch from far away. On national television, after the game, he gave his plea for help.
My wife, she's in the Philippines working on her visa. It's been getting denied. So if anybody out there can help with the visa process, I greatly appreciate it.
His steady calls for help were answered. Bynum thanked both Minnesota senators and a Minnesota nonprofit with bringing the family.
So look, he reached out to both the senators in his state. They pulled some strings, which is what they can do. They're senators, right? And they were able to get his wife over super fast because apparently it took less than 2 weeks. It took less than 2 weeks for her to get to the U.S. after they started making calls and doing stuff, right? So that goes to show you the power of being a senator in the United States. So it really is a great story. She comes over to the U.S. She gets to support her man. They waited patiently, went through the process, and now he's got his wife over in the U.S. supporting him and watching him play ball, something she probably knew very little about, before coming to the Philippines, knowing about his career and knowing about what he does, but never being able to have the opportunity to watch him play in person, only being able to watch him play on TV, which is still pretty cool, watching your husband play on TV, play professional football on TV, right? But it's a phenomenal story. Let's finish off the story. Let's check more of the story out.
But the story of Cameron Bynum goes deeper than just a football player or a guy finding love. It speaks to the complexity of the American experience, the black male experience, and how in 2023, the search for love and the rules for finding it have been completely rewritten. This feel-good story of finding love and embracing identity is something that many of us are learning to embrace.
Exactly.
In a new world,
exactly.
In a new time where we are finding out new ways to live our lives.
It's a new day, baby.
His father, a black man, his mother, a third-generation Filipino, and while his mother may be his rock, the discipline that got him to the NFL can be attributed to his father. The pride that Cameron exhibits in family can be seen on his Instagram.
Right, look at
It
the
is
family.
from this home, this environment, that this half Filipino, half black young man forged.
So you can see his family. You can see the family values he has. You can see where all of this comes from. And you can see also, as it says very clearly, it's a new day. Everything else has become globalized, right? The economy is globalized. The workforce is globalized. Everything else is globalized. So why isn't love globalized? It is. Now love, relationships are globalized. If you're not in a place where you think you can find a partner that's suitable for you, you can go to another place and find love and find somebody who loves you, find somebody who you love, and form a lasting relationship. This is not the first story. This will not be the last story. Let's keep it going.
For a group of men and black men who have often been categorized as marriage averse, in the rise of the Passport Bros era, a new narrative is being written. There is a distinct group of black men looking for marriage, looking for wives. To see the son of a black man and a Filipino woman start his quest for a wife overseas only reinforces the trend that we have already seen. A man who avoided engagement throughout his college years and even during his stint in the NFL found his Filipino bride and married her inside of a year.
So it's very clear. I mean, you look at Dave Chappelle. I mean, most people know Dave Chappelle's wife is Filipina, and they've been together for like 20-something years or something like that. Brian McKnight's wife is Filipina. They've been together for eons and eons. So Cameron Bynum's not the first person to do it. He won't be the last person to do it. You can see where his roots come from. You can see his roots are solid. He has solid, strong. I mean, imagine in this day and age, a young man, a young black man getting married at such a young age, right? This young cat is only 23 years old, goes all the way to the Philippines, finds the love of his life, marries her in less than a year after meeting her, right? So you've heard so many women say, oh, the dudes going over to the Philippines are dusty, they're old, they're broke. But look at Cameron Bynum. Who in this planet is going to say Cameron Bynum is an ugly dude? Because the man is not ugly. He is a good-looking young. So very clearly, the cats that are going over to the Philippines, that are going to Thailand, all of them are not dusty. All of them are not broke. All of them are not ugly. And a lot of them pulled at home, and they'll pull overseas. They'll be able to get girls wherever they are because they are who they are. So for all the women in the West saying that the only cats that are going overseas are the losers or whatever, you're wrong. You're just wrong. And some of you are bitter. And the bottom line is this story is close to me because obviously I'm a big Cal football fan. I have been since I was a kid, growing up there, being on the campus, going to God knows how many Cal football. I've been going to Cal games forever. I watched this young man play a couple games at Cal. And in truth, it is so heartwarming to see a young man, a good-looking young man with strong family values who just said, you know what, I'm young. I want to find the love of my life. And I'm gonna wife her up right now. And we're gonna have our family, start our family. And it's a great story. I hope that there's other young men out there who are able to see this story. I hope this inspires you the same way it inspired me. You don't have to stay where you are. If you don't feel like you can find love where you're at, if you don't feel like the women where you're at have the traditional values you want, if you don't feel like they're suitable for you, if you don't feel like they're fit, feminine, and friendly, you have other options. You can go to other places. There are women in the Philippines. There are women in Thailand. There are women in China, Japan. There are women who would love to marry you, whether you are white, whether you are black. This is not a story just for black people. This is a story for all young men in the West. This is a story, and this should be an inspiration and a motivation to all of you who are out there still wanting to find love and still wanting to have your family and wanting to live that dream of a happy life. So I hope this inspired you as much as it inspired me. Let us know in the comments how you feel about this story. I think it's an awesome story. Think about this from the Philippines, from the standpoint of a young lady in the Philippines. They're going to live a happy life. So I hope everybody out there can have the same life. I hope everybody out there can find the same happiness, the same love that Cameron found. We all want the same things. We all want happiness. We're all seeking happiness, but it's our responsibility to get out and find it. Nobody's going to find it for you. Nobody's going to give it to you. So look, let's get up and let's get it. Let us know how you feel in the comments. This is an inspiration to me. This is a great story to me. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave your comments. And now let's get to question number 5. Question number 5 is, what is my granddaughter's name? Yes, you heard me right. I said granddaughter. Be sure to write it down. Do not put the answer in the comments. Write it down. Save all 5 of your answers. And remember, the first person who submits all 7 answers, because there will be 2 more, the first person who submits all 7 correct answers will be the grand prize winner. And I hope it's you. So thanks for watching. And if you like this video, be sure to check out our other videos. Richie Rich, I'm out. Go Bears.